if you know say the champion, and Spraga Benz represent for the reggae boys, and if you know say a big event. In a national stadium, some boy, a little team over there, so them better lay down and play them. I say, gonna we a step out with a big star there, man like Demari Gray, large up yourself. You don't know the things there, see it? With them up on a long chat, you don't know, say I slap up them nets like that, you know? Bobby Reed, Boza, man like Damian Lowe, Leon Bailey, the star, them for know. Where they say them, you know? Them better know. We tell them it's a them bad team over there, so I'm a bad team over here. So reggae boys they over here, so we not afraid of no one. And anything for happen, I go happen. And if it happen, them fi know say reggae boys, we are the champion. And bad team over there, so them on a bad team over here. So reggae boys we over here, so ever ready for the world. Fight you over buckle, any obstacle we tackle. When make we feel check, no reggae boy we score first car. We are not troublemaker, but we are gonna be the fire setter. Any hour that our team prefer. Boy full of words like them on newspaper.
Yeah man, people, you know, welcome. You don't know, it's Tuesday, yeah? It's Tuesday, it's a wonderful day, man. You know, bless up to everyone that's on the stream, yeah? Bless up to everyone. But yeah, that's the big bad Spraga Benz with the reggae boy intro. Yeah, it's a longer version, you know, so if you want to go and watch the full-length video, it's just go over by Drink Studio JA on YouTube to check out the rest of it. The lyrics in it, it's a tough lyrics, you know, and who is better known as the toughest lyrics in the place, yeah? A 90s man, Spraga Benz. But I'm going to get into some stuff, yeah? I'm going to get into some stuff about, you know, Leon Bailey, you know, helpless Aston Villa this season. It's a remarkable achievement for Unai Emery and Aston Villa team, qualifying for the Champions League, yeah? What a job this man have done to the team in Birmingham, yeah? It's a remarkable job of what, you know, the damage that Dean Smith and Stevie Gerrard have done in the last, I would say, probably a year and a half now, yeah? So Unai Emery, really good coach. I've been saying it for a long time, you know? And also, I'm going to do a little comparison of the Chelsea's wonder kid, yeah? Kendrick Paez versus Dujan Whisper Richards, the known the young reggae boy prodigy, yeah, the upcoming Phoenix superstar, you know, is doing great things in the Chelsea academy. And also, more like a disappointed, you know, Shaman Nicholson, oh my God, you know, it's not a really good thing when a player, you know, playing for his club team. It doesn't matter if it's not his permanent club, but it just devastated, you know, he's on a team that got relegated to the league, the second division in French league, yeah, in French football. So, you know, he just have to bounce back and, you know, go on vacation, enjoy some time and think about it. You know, is he going to go back to Russia? You know, no one knows, but let's see what's the best day. I think they still have one more game, but the team have played like a rubbish all season, you know. But yeah, I'm here, man, you know, give thanks again, man. You know, I'm here again to do another live, yeah. Really appreciate, man. Look, before I go into, you know, the topics and stuff like that, I just want to say, yo, I'm disappointed. I'm still feel that side effect of what happened on Sunday night at Sabina Park. Yeah, I'm still feeling that side effect. You know, it doesn't matter what team come out on the field to represent the red and black, you know, Arnett Garden. Just unfortunately, man, you know, again, Cavaliers picked our pocket again in a playoff. They have done it, you know, I think, 2018-19 season, when they gave us 3-0 over both games, yeah, in the two-legged ties. You know, and they have done it again in the semi-final, but many things have gone wrong, you know, with that Arnett Garden team. You know, I've been saying it, look, Xavier Gilbert, not the best of technician, but I believe if you're coaching an Arnett Garden team, you have to be a mechanic, you have to be a doctor, you have to be a surgeon. You know, it's a team that calls for a lot of flexibility. You know, it's one of the toughest job in local space in Jamaica to coach an Arnett Garden team. As I said, if Arnett Garden team is entering the Jamaican Premier League with an under 13 or under 15 team, they will expect to win it. Yeah, you're expecting to win that, especially when you make your mark and go into the playoff. Yeah, so many things, man, have gone wrong. Selections. I'm not even going to go into the battle throwing from the junglist one. We're not supporting the battle throwing on the pitch, but you have to just understand that's where the junglist, you have to know where they're coming from, especially with the calls that the referee have made in the game. It's not the best. It could have been a lot better, but the coach, man, I think the coach just threw away the game in terms of his selection. Some poor game management throughout the whole season. Xavier Gilbert is not a junglist coach. He's not a junglist coach, but he just luckily find himself at the end in Arnett Garden. Look at last season. Eric and Teagat Davis was coaching the team. Both men were coaching the team, and it's Teagat Davis' team. You could understand, Teagat Davis brought through, most of these youngsters. And if you ask me how many of these players, if you could ask me how many of these players that, Xavier Gilbert have improved since he's coaching Arnett Garden, since the start of the season, I don't think he have improved none of these players. Yeah, I don't think he have improved none of these players. Look at what Jerome Wade have done to the Tivoli Garden team. A team that at one point last season, was fighting to stay up in the Premier League. Yeah, a team that barely could score goals. And look, Jerome Wade team is the highest scoring team in the league this season. They went to the playoff. I think they finished I think 10th last season, just a few points, from that relegation zone. So he have done a fairly good job there. Yeah, it's a high-class job that he have done there, with formerly goalkeeper, Ezra Scott, So again, man, if next week come and I hear that Xavier Gilbert is not at Arnett Garden, I'm not going to be surprised, because Arnett Garden team been known to win. Arnett Garden team in the local space is like a Brazil team. Once Brazil go to a World Cup, they expecting to win. Brazil not accept nothing but first and gold medal. Yeah, that's the only thing Brazil accept as winning. So it's the same thing as the junglers. I knew from the get-go this Arnett Garden team wasn't, it's not equipped enough to get over the line. But because of style of play, the culture and the hunger of the players, man, next big thing, the players have a lot of potential. Yeah, and especially when you have the El Capitano came back in the middle of the season, and gave those boys extra confidence to know that, look, we can fight. We can fight off the Cavalier, we can fight off the Mount Pleasant, because those two teams are, the strongest team in the league. They have shown it over the last few years that, those two teams is the strongest in the league. Look at the individual players that, Cavalier have. Look at the squad depth of Tapa Whitmore team at Mount Pleasant. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, it's just unbelievable to see that Tapa have a deep squad like that. So again, man, Mount Pleasant, they are doing really good. You have to be admiring what Mount Pleasant have been doing, especially Peter Gould, and the rest of the team down there in Senton by Jacksal. So really good job. But just looking forward for that game, on Thursday and Sunday. Looking forward for that third and fourth game. Arnett will play Waterhouse. That's a big game. And the rematch of last year finalists, Mount Pleasant, and Cavalier. But let's see, if Tapa can get the title back-to-back. Not many teams have done the back-to-back. Portmore was the last team that done back-to-back in the Premier League. And also Portmore was the last team that won the regular season and go on to win the whole thing. So let's see if, Tapa Whitmore can beat the odds when it comes up against those with the statistics of teams that win the regular season and go on to win the big thing. But I think anything less for Tapa Whitmore than second, I think it's a failure. Because this Mount Pleasant team is equipped to play in the CONCACAF Champions League. That's where their mindset is that, that's where the aim is at, to get some of those big US dollars. Yeah, the big US dollars. CONCACAF as pumping more money in the CONCACAF Champions League. Yeah, so Cavalier have gotten a couple of thousand US. Well, yeah, we went to the final with the Surinamese team, Robin Hood, and they lost. So they could say they got a few USD from that tournament. So I mean, any local team that goes into CONCACAF Champions League and goes into the knockout round, yeah, where you can go on, like Cavalier go on to play Cincinnati in, I think it's a run of 16. It's a big thing. Yeah, it is a big achievement in terms of financially, the exposure, playing teams at higher level. So just looking at even when Cavalier plays Cincinnati in the National Stadium, that's a really good job, and people could see that, even the coaching staff of Cavalier could see that, look, the level where Cincinnati is at to the level of where local football is at in Jamaica, it's a huge gap. Yeah, it is a huge gap. And I have heard people have said the USL, the USL is not better than the Jamaican Premier League. The USL is getting up there at this moment. Look at the infrastructure. Look at the caliber of the teams that's playing USL. The USL, in many regardless, aspect, they above the Jamaican Premier League. But when you're talking about maybe you could find that other individual talent that in local space that you could say, yeah, they really at a higher level, playing in the USL, the second tier of US football. So I think the USL is at a level where JPL is not there yet, but it's getting there. What Chris Williams, man, and Owen Hill have been doing, yeah, it's a wonderful job. It's a wonderful job, and I heard, big up Ryan also for doing that interview, for get Chris Williams get out some of those information to the John public. Yeah, and he have said, they have walked away, over 25,000 fans through the third style, so over 25,000 people watching the local playoff game between when Arnett Garden and Portmore, Tivoli and Waterhouse, until what's happening now. They have gotten over 30,000 fans through the gate, so that's unbelievable. You could even imagine if it was Arnett Garden facing a Mount Pleasant in the final, which it would have been a more spectacular final, and even when you look at it, when Cavalier scored at Arnett Garden, I didn't even realize that Cavalier had so many fans. I didn't even realize that Cavalier have so many fans. Cavalier is not a team that have that big super sets of people that want to come at the game. It's not like Tivoli or Waterhouse or Arnett Garden. All of you can pull a little string, but Cavalier, if you ask me where is Cavalier home, I can't even tell you. Most people would say, run one part, run a Mountain View. Yeah, back at Excelsior High School where they used to train. So I don't know if they're still training there at the moment, but but it's a good look. Look, it's a good look. It's a really good look at what really happening in the local space in Jamaica. It's always a pleasure for seeing the local football is moving. Yeah, it's moving. The needle is moving. Look at, the marketing, everything. Yeah, look at the marketing, all they're doing, and the likes of sponsorship that they pulling. And if somebody, they tell me, say, yeah, you're going to have a Jamaican football game, and you're going to have, you will say the higher class of society, people know what I'm talking about. Those higher class, people live in those upper class neighborhood, want to call them, but all of those little neighborhood in Jamaica. Yeah, you see, I have seen the upper class society of Jamaica wearing local product jersey. That's not one thing, that's something happen. It's not something that happen every day. You don't really see those type of people mixing with the local sports football in Jamaica. You know, footballers, to some people, footballers they still look at it like it's like a little booga yaga thing. You understand? It's like a look, but it's not a booga yaga thing. So many, you know, young fellas over the years have got the contract out of that league to go on to feed their family. Yeah, and last big man that supposed to never played in the Premier League, but he's coming from a local team, a local academy, in a young whisper of what he gathered himself to be a really good player in schoolboy football, and now get signed from schoolboy football to the Chelsea team and playing for the academy. So you see, the needle really moving. The needle is really moving, and maybe the next youngsters that maybe heading out really soon is Kyle Dixon. So the league can produce really good players, like really good players. You know, I'm just tired to hear the thing that people running with the narrative about there is no such talent in Jamaican football. Yes, of course, Jamaica is like a Blackie Tree or a Jody Mango, Eastern Mango. Whenever it's time to bear, mangoes and every aki just chop off of the tree and spoil. You understand? So that's the amount of abundance of talent. You know, I'm not talking about like super talent, like world class, but players that have a potential can do something in the professional space. You know, so yeah, man, good to see. You know, the local football is really stepping up a notch. Yeah, it's stepping up a notch. You know, what I have seen in my early days in the early 2000s until now, oh my God, you know, not many was pretty. But yeah, one thing though, I kind of lose track of what I got. But one thing I saw though, I have seen the Mitchells family and the Bicknell family in a private box by themselves. If somebody come to me 20 years ago and tell me you're gonna have the higher society class of people are gonna come rent out a private box at Sabina Park, yeah, with the glass shield in front of them, the whole family and the youngsters them watching Jamaican football, I would have tell us, boss, go back to the gate with the argument there. You understand? Go back to the gate with the argument there. You know, but look, man, look at even the Cabana. You know, you saw, I think it was a motor racing driver. Him and the rest of his colleagues was in the Cabana watching the game, and they sit there evil when it was Watos and Tivoli are playing. You understand? So it's a mixture, man. It's a mixture of people, and that's what we want to see, you know, in the local space. We want to see the mixture of everybody. You know, one Jamaica, it's one product. You get what I'm saying? You see, and if we can do this on a weekly standard, not saying we're going to get like 15,000 through every gate whenever it's a JPL game regular season, but if we can achieve at least 1/4 weekly standard in the Jamaican Premier League, yeah, it's going to be massive. It's going to be massive. But one thing though, in order for that next step, the Jamaican Football Federation, the PFLJ, and the clubs them have to set the standard of their facilities. You know, many clubs in the Jamaican Premier League is shared venue. You know, Cavalier played at Stadium East, you know, that's not their stadium, they have to pay to rent it. You know, you would say what's that team name in St. Anne that shared stadium with Mount Pleasant, you know, Limal, you know, they also shared, you know, Moulins don't have a field, you know, Tivoli. We want to see the Edward Siaga Sports Complex open back again to the public, you know, so the people them down here at West Kingston can come out and enjoy themselves. Look, man, it's a pleasure. I don't know how many of you guys on the stream, you know, watch the Jamaican Premier League that just by going to different communities. It's a pleasure, man. You know, it's a pleasure going to different venues and see the local people there. You know, vendors also make money. You get what I say? Vendors also make money from local space. You understand? So we need back the football and community, but it's not something that's going to rush into. It's going to take time. As again, the thing the infrastructure have to build up, and one thing, building up the infrastructure, I want to see the teams them have their own training field separate from the match field. Look at Cali Smith Drive at Boaz Town. Yeah? Look at Boaz Town. Boaz Town was a cricket pitch. Boaz Town have a huge ground that it can facilitate around 2 to 3 pitch. But I think Boaz Town have the biggest facility in terms of landscape of a field in Jamaica. I don't, maybe you could say Mount Pleasant. Maybe you could say Mount Pleasant. Sporting Central used to have something like that at Brandcourt. But again, things like that die out. Treasure Beach down there played at St. Elizabeth Technical High School. So teams like Arnett Garden, they have Charlie Smith field that they can train on. I said Boys Town, Cali Smith Drive. Again, Tivoli have Tivoli High School, maybe, Denham Town, but fix up infrastructure where you can train separate from the match day field. That's how you preserve the field. You get me? I say that's how the field are gonna last longer. Because you gotta have like, remember, you gotta have under 13, under 15, under 17. You gotta have things like that, and then you have like Charlie Smith gonna play on Arnett Garden field, Tivoli gonna play on Tivoli High School gonna play on Tivoli field when it comes down to schoolboy football, so yeah, things like that, man. But yeah, man, it's happy time. It's happy time in Jamaican space, knowing that, football is growing, and again, the clubs them have to do their part, and the clubs them have to get more into social media. The clubs them need to get in more with social media. That's where it can generate a next side of revenue. This is where the world is going. Everything is on your phone. You get what I said? Everything is on the phone, so we need to run with that more. The teams need. I think every team in Jamaica should have a YouTube page, Instagram page, TikTok page, a Snapchat page, everything you can think of, Facebook, because you can earn money from there. Last season when La Liga finished, and Barcelona said they have earned over 30 million in TikTok revenues alone. I was like, oh shush. You get what I say? Like the man them to them earn over 30 million. And that 30 million was in 2 seasons. Last season and season before. So if not saying a JPL team gonna earn that much amount of money, you get me? I said, but if a JPL team can earn, say, 100,000 US in TikTok revenue, you know how much money that for a JPL team? A JPL team now get that not even for win the league, much less. So we need to see the man them get involved with the social media. And me don't want to hear about them not have no money, because as soon as money start to get in the social media space, you can use piece of the pie and pay the people them. You get me? I say pay the people them. So it can start off with a lot of things people understand now. You have GC Foster, I have UTech, I have UA. GC Foster been known for the iconic school when it comes on to sports. So you can use those students as an internship role. You give them a little stipend, meanwhile they're going to school. Just like the Jamaican Football Federation can use some of the student name that are study whatever doctor, surgeon, physician in the University of the West Indies, wherever school they're going, and pulling those kids. And guess what? You're preparing those kids for the future, because you will give those kids experience. And if you have an experience of a team doctor for the Reggae Boys team under your belt leaving high school, you will find a job easy. And guess what? That will develop the kids into be one of the best doctors in the Caribbean. You understand? He would have that potential, and he will stay homegrown and then take care of our healthcare system, and it will get better. So in many aspects, football is the drive. Football is that number one sports in Jamaica where it can eliminate poverty. Number one thing, crime. Yeah, I have heard the story. November the 6th, 1997. November the 16th, 1997. 3 days after my birthday. Yeah, 16. No crime, no violence, no murder recorded that day. Like, can we get back another day like that? But we have to qualify for the World Cup, you know? So many facets, man, many facets that football drive revenue, drive, the crime rate down, peace, just keeping a football tournament in a local community alone will eliminate violence. And I have seen that in my community, Maxfield, you get me? I say, Whitfield, Greenwich Farm, you get me? I say, so even Jungle Rima, I have seen it just by keeping football tournament. I even remember one time when Portia Simpson Miller, former prime minister, I think she put on that Portia Simpson Miller Corner League in Kingston 13. And that was the first time I could have even walk through some community, through Walton Park Road, Maxfield, going through Peel, and like as a youth would I never think to go through them community there. You know what I mean? I say Mackay Lane, like that was the first time I go through them places as a local 16, 17-year-old. I go play Corner League at Haile Selassie High School. You get what I say? Going to Corner League in Kenstone, also in Jungle, Almontown. I remember even when we used to walk from Maxfield, go straight crossing Almontown, walk through Jungle, Roses, wherever it take us, just to go play Corner League. So them thing there bring togetherness. So anytime a president, not keep saying president, anytime a prime minister in a Jamaica can come and say, yo, I'm gonna look up to sports, not just football, but sports in Jamaica, I think we will have a better country, because there's so many talented youths in Jamaica where different facets, badminton, tennis, go-kart, what you call that horse racing thing, I forgot the name of that. So many different things that, youths crying out for help. Look at cricket, man. Jamaica was the best in the world. West Indies was the best in the world. Produced so many great West Indian cricket player. So yeah, man. But moving, let me check some of them comment people, only per comment, so Mr. Pratt. Miss Pratt, big up yourself. Faith in, big up yourself. Richard Green, up like 7. We replace on a 24/7. Yeah, the JPL sell off that season. The JPL sell off. Sharp boss, big up yourself. Is a good look. You don't know Friday. Change the area. Quick. The channel shut. People, if you're on the live, just remember to like. Yeah, just remember to like. If you're new over here, just what to do with that subscription button. I agree. A better infrastructure is needed. Well needed. In everywhere, schools needed, healthcare system needed, sports industry needed to fix up. Everything need to fix up in Jamaica, and Jamaica have the potential and have the bag, the heavyweight numbers, the USD, JMD, whatever it is, can fix up the country. But we have to know that whenever the money comes through, it is for the local people. Them surround the money, around the lowest rank of people right to the top. Yeah, don't just surround the money to the private sector. And I think, talking about private sector, I think we need to tax them more even hard, because people, you see in Mexico, let me tell you this in Mexico, what the Mexican government do. Yeah? It's whenever a big kingpin get pulled on, get wall with fame, local money and whatever is in his possession, 3/4 of that money I go to football in Mexico. Okay, I say 3/4 of that money when them bust down some big ends and take out that white powder, or that green something, 3/4 of that money there I go to football in Mexico. And you see the rest, and money it will share all around. Yeah, it share all around in terms of health, you name it. You know what I'm talking about. All around. That share all around. But in Mexico, there's only 2 things: religion and football. Yeah, that's the only 2 things in Mexico. think about religion and football. Mexico don't think of nothing else but religion and football. Yeah. And every time when we think of that, we just remember the quote that, you know, the professor, yeah, Sir Rene Simoes has said, don't force the youth to do something. Look at what potential that kid have and drive him through that. Whether it's mechanic, whether it to be a pastor, yeah, whether it to be a doctor, whether it to be a baller, whether it to be a cricketer. Don't just force him down to a pathway. Look at the potential of your kid and invest in that, because that same investment will help to make your family become rich forever, generation wealth. Yeah, so big up the professor. I put Sir on his name because he have done wonderful for Jamaican football. You know, Professor Rene Simone. You know, John Powell. Yeah, bless up yourself, boss. You know, Richard Green said average attendance 10,000. Yo, I agree with you, because even look how much people support Mount Pleasant. You know, look how much people support Mount Pleasant. The only team, I think I was only Treasure Beach. I think, you know, was down there on that side of the island. I think. Hold on, people. 1 second there. 1 second. Yeah, man, people. So I was checking on something, you know. I don't know why I'm getting that, you know, but yeah, you know, 10,000 people in the stadium. I think we can generate it. I think we can generate it. Every team can generate it, but you know, we close can generate that. It's, you know, it's but I would say probably average attendance, you know, for probably attendance can probably the attendance can be around 3,000-4,000 a match day. Not kill the people. You know, start from somewhere. You know, we can start from somewhere. But you know, again, people, I really don't know why I'm getting this feedback. Yeah. So that sometimes it's a connection. This connection I keep on dropping. I saw it just drop on the computer a while ago. Saw it just drop. I don't know what is that, but let me know if the image is coming in blur, because I'm getting a feedback on the laptop. You know, it's not a good look. I saw my internet just drop a while ago on the laptop. You know, I had a really good run on Sunday, so. But yeah, let's go. Let's jump in. Make the people them, you know, run through the people them comment real quick. You know, real talk. You know, Richard Green. I think, you know, big up, Miss Reed. Yeah, Kylam. Big up, you know, Travis. Yeah, private sector and love football in Jamaica. Travis, me agree with you. You know, and I think if we ever allow certain private sector to come in and make a whole lot of money, bro, we think we need to tax them. You know, I think we need to tax them. We need to tax them a lot more. Yeah, man, we need to tax them a lot more so it can really help develop the country. Not just sports, but, you know, all over. True, yeah. Me, I was, you know, very disappointed in Arnett Garden fans with the battle. Yeah, I'm very, very disappointed. You know, I think, you know, football have passed a while now in Jamaica, especially junglist. You know, not something that I want to see happening You know, not something that I really want to see happening. You know, but Tycoon, you know, big up, bro. You know the system. Yeah, you know, checking in. Don't know, grew up in a Jamaica, bro. You know, you must know the system. You get me? I say, you can't walk with your eye then behind your head back. You're not gonna look forward. You're gonna look always look behind and see the backwards things that are going on in the country. You know, so yeah. But yeah, man, big up everybody with it, you know, the chat. You know, really appreciate everybody. You know, Richard Green, Manners, Respect, Travis, big up yourself. You know, Nicano, oh, you know, that's why my team, you know, plan our way back to the JPL next season. Tell me which team is that, man. You know, but yeah, look, let me get into the nitty gritty of what I'm going to talk about now. But let me pull up this first. Yeah, let me get my thing in order and pull up this. But yeah, one of the main things, you know, I'm going to talk about, you know, congratulations to Pele and Bailey have helped Aston Villa into the Champions League. You know, something that they haven't done, 1981, 82. That's a very, very long time up, bro, where we find the squad. What squad are you talking about, Kimo? Did I have squad on my title, bro? What squad are you talking about? Kimo, what squad are you talking about, Kimo? Tell me what squad you're talking about. Yo, my internet, I'm shake it, but, you know, it a move, shake it, but this is not, I'm going to fire this internet company. Yeah, man, trust me, I'm going to fire this internet company. It's not that what I want. Only if the people them could understand how much me invest in this internet thing, and still, I'm just wondering if I should change a company. Just wondering if I should change company, you know. A good internet and feedback. This is not good. You know, this is really not good. You know, Kimo. If you hear somebody say just go and go pick up Canmeball or whatever and try to find a squad, but I don't know if a squad job. I'm gonna make a one search. Because I'm very curious, you know. But what squad though? Is it that they qualify a squad or the Copa America provisional squad? Because I realize the team they might take time to drop them provisional squad. You know? Yeah, so the team them take time to drop them provisional squad. People, so what me I go do? Me I go add a hotspot for like 2-3 minutes and reboot this system because yeah, I'm going to connect a hotspot and reboot this system. Because I don't like how the internet I shake it on my. I'm really disappointed in it because I have a really good show on Sunday and everything was fine, you know. I call the people them and the people them come and fix the internet, so I don't know what is really going on. Travis, where does Rena? Oh, Rena play their home game. Rena used to play them home. Many if I through them still I play, you know, boy, Rena feel that we run on back of one part in the Richard Green. We run on back of one part. You know, but look, I don't see which squad you attack, Kimo. You know, if you see a squad, just send me a screenshot or something, but check Wikipedia, Copa America, and look down into squad and look if they drop the provisional squad. You know, but look, but what me I say still, you know, congratulations though to, you know, Chippy Bailey have helped Aston Villa secured a Champions League spot, something that they haven't done in the early 80s. You know, you have a remarkable season and you have one game left back, and I think they had Sellers Park on the weekend and Sunday against Crystal Palace. But what I have saw against Liverpool, not Liverpool, the game that just played City and Spurs. I feel like Spurs give it a game there. Yeah, man, I feel like Spurs give it a game. Trust me. I feel like Spurs give it a game. The game just looks suspicious from it starts from the fans them. You know, it starts from the fans them. You know, even though the coach Big Ange kind of played off in the press conference, yeah, about he will never, do things like that. Football is way bigger than that. I just feel like, rivalry is big, and especially gambling is big in England. So don't expect, say, things like that can't happen. It happened. It happened in sports. See gambling going on in France, with Marseille, in Italy, even, what now happening now with the players, scandal betting and them things there. Yeah, so it has bear me for a little bit with this image. Just reboot the system so we say we can get back a fresh, brand new connection, But yeah, but what me I say still, look, you see these are the things that I would love Leon Bailey to, the achievements getting over years, qualifying Champions League. The last time, he played in the Champions League, it was back in 2019, 2020 season in COVID, when he had, I think, Lokomotiv, Lokomotiv in Russian League, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, I think that season, Leverkusen went to I think they went to the Europa League. I don't remember, but yeah, Leon Bailey have never scored in the Champions League. Yeah, he has never scored in the Champions League, man. He played, I think he played 5 games in the Champions League. 5 games, yeah. He played in his first season when he went there in the winter period when the Leverkusen team played Atletico Madrid. They lost that leg, yeah, that run of 16 leg. And he just played 2 games, and 5 overall Champions League games, and it accumulated up to 138 minutes of football in the Champions League. So, yeah, it's something that, if you want to take his career, to the next level, you have to compete at the highest level. Look at Vinny and all these players, Gnabry, all these young players, even Christian Pulisic. If you peep over the fence, yeah, just peep over the fence with Christian Pulisic, he have broken Ricardo Kaka. He have broken a Ricardo Kaka record, for I think a midfielder to score I think it was 11 or 12 goals in the Serie A, yeah, with no penalties. So that's something that he have done, and Pulisic game have gone up to the next level. But even remember when Leon and also Pulisic were rivaling with each other in the Bundesliga, Dortmund and Leverkusen. Yeah, so good to see, that is really taking place now for Leon to be able to play in the UEFA Champions League. I think it's a big thing. It's a big thing. And you want to see him playing at the highest level week and week out. And at this season, especially the last 2 months, is the best Jamaica I've ever seen with Chippy Bailey in terms of minutes. He have been playing consistently week in and week out. Yeah, he have playing really well. You know, Unai Emery have trust him now. He is the man that going to be playing week and week out whenever Aston Villa have that game. And I think Aston Villa, to be honest, if you ask me, you know, I just feel like Aston Villa, they kind of push the Europa Conference League, you know, because even though they played some top teams in that tournament, you know, all those teams that they played, you know, it's challenging in their domestic league for a European spot. You know, Ajax, I think Ajax was at fifth, you know, at the time. I think now they are somewhere around fifth, yeah. Olympiacos is fighting for a European spot, yeah. So I think it's Lille. Lille is also in the French league, the Farmers League, fighting for a European spot, you know. So yeah, it's a really good thing that, you know, he's there. But this season, you know, with Leon Bailey, yeah, this season against the top 3 clubs, you know, Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, I have to rank him amongst the best. I have to rank him amongst the best. Why I have to rank him amongst the best teams in the league? Because you want him to be that player, that elite player. You don't really want to rank Leon Bailey performances week in, week out against Bournemouth, Crystal Palace. You know? But this season, against those 3 teams, he have played in all 6 games. Yeah, he scored 2 goals, assists 2. He have created 7 chances. Yeah, and he have 11 out of 18 successful dribbles, and also have 7 shots on target. When you look at that, numbers like that need to get better. Because I look at him, how he played those 2 games against Olympiacos. You have to be a little bit more aggressive. You know, when I look at Leon's stats this season, Omari Hutchinson have more shots towards the goal. Greenwood have more shots towards the goal than Leon Bailey. You know, so he's 26 years old now. You know, he's going to have to make that next leap in his career. You know, he have a next couple of more years on his contract at Aston Villa. But when you look at it, he needs to make that next leap to be that round, you know, right around that world class level, yeah. But he's really far away from that. He's going to put in 2 times the work that he have done this season into next season, yeah. So we need to see him in the Champions League, but not just in the Champions League. We want to see him dominating in the Champions League. Let people know that, look, there is this boy from Kingston, Jamaica, from Cassava Peace. He's doing it. And you remember when he done it in his 2nd season at Genk as a young teenager before he went to Leverkusen? Yeah, he was competing, you know, with big players in that Europa League, you know. So, and I think he have scored 7 goals, and he only played in the group stage. That next January window, Leverkusen come and snap him up, you know. So yeah, we need to see our players, especially Bailey, in the Champions League playing at that level, and need to be a little bit more proactive in itself. Like, take on the game, yeah. Bring the game to the opponent. You know, get at the fullbacks. You cannot just let your fullbacks be having like he's on vacation. No, he's not. The squad, the man, I'm still keep on talk about the squad. Yeah, I see the squad. You know, I don't see the squad. I'm looking for the squad. The people, say, we don't see that squad there. You know, but let me see if everything is okay now. But I just have to work it by the end of the month or next week. Me and dash on a Wi-Fi. Trust me, Xfinity not work for me. I'm throwing away this Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, you know, this Wi-Fi box. But yeah, man. But yeah, as I said, man, you know, we need to see him go to the next level. You know, look, when you look at some of the best wingers in the game, yeah, wing back fear them, fear the right wingers and the left winger. You know, so we need to see more of that from Leon. Also, what I want to say, you know, throughout his time at Leverkusen until now, I think throughout his time at Leverkusen, when he was playing in Europe consistently, you know, not every season, but he have played more season in Europe. you know, at Leverkusen than anywhere else. I guess, you know, he spent more time there. But only 2 seasons, Leon Bailey have gone on to not have double figures with goal involvements. Yeah, you know, his first season where he spent his first 6 months in the Bundesliga, and his third season, I think he have 5 goals and 3 assists in that season. But every other single season, you know, different from even last season, but this is his best though. But we need to see him matching up the numbers like, you know, what Bukayo Saka, yeah, 18 Premier League goals, 12 assists, 15 assists, you know, things like that. Want to see things like that, you know. And I don't think he will ever get to into this team of getting like PFA. Someone said, get the Frontier Internet. I'm going to try. Yeah, having a promo right now. Yeah, I'm going to try and get, you know, a different. This Xfinity box is it's 1300, I think, megabytes download speed. This is well quick enough for me to not getting a proper service out of this Xfinity, you know. But Owen said, what position you played? You know, I said it on Ryan show that, you know, I started out as a CDM, you know, someone not at this trial because I was very small. I wasn't, you know, built like a strong boy at the time, you know. But until I left Boyston, I went to Arnett Garden, you know, started to play on a Baron under 15 team at Arnett Garden. He kind of pushed me out to play on the wing because I was always a fit player, someone that can get around, you know, quicker than anyone else, you know. So I started to play like a left inverted, you know, coming inside because at the time, Arnett team did have 2 very good central midfielders that experienced players. Yeah, so he was saying, look, the best you can develop into a better midfielder, just go out there on the wing, and it really excelled. And then from then, I think the other year I started to play, you know, calls for Calabar under Gerald Neal, you know, Kunte, and that's where I excel more. You know, I've gone on to play left wing, and I started to score more goals. I think I scored around 9 or 10 goals in that goal season for Calabar. And unfortunately, I didn't win that tournament, but I was so gutted I didn't win, you know. But yeah, I was talking about Leon Bailey, man. You know, good to see the baller back in the big time, playing in the big boy competition. But one thing do I have to say, if Leon Bailey want to be at the next level, yeah, Aston Villa never really be the place for him. You know, it's a good start to get back your career because that Leverkusen career, 4 or 5 years, the whole heap of injuries. You know, this is most he ever played in a season consistently, minutes by minutes. You get what I mean? So I have nothing to say, you know, bad about him this season. You know, you just have to hold his head up and, you know, work half the season and get more fitter. Come and play for us. Yeah, man, come and play for us in the World Cup qualifier and in the Copa America. Come back, man, and play for the Reggae Boys. You know, every big national team need their best players. Yeah, every big national team need their best players to represent. The pundits in the US and also South American pundits have said, look, Jamaica's best shot is for Jamaica to bring their best talented players in the squad. You know, but I think I have covered, you know, what I want to cover with Leon Chippy Bailey. Shaman Nicholson, it's not a good sight when you got relegated from a top flight league. Yeah, I think the last time Shamar played in a season was the Boystone season. Yeah, I think it was his Boystone first season where Boystone fight off that relegation. Then he left the following season. I think it was in August, September, when Boystone played the next season and got relegated. You know, but it's not a good sight. But, you know, many people have saying, you know, Shaman Nicholson have done a poor season. But when you have to put into context that Boza is playing into a team that it's literally a trash team. I mean, they might play in the Liga season for the last 3 seasons now, yeah, and they played Lille over the weekend, and this is the first time, not Lille, Leon. This is the first time Leon is beating, you know, Shaman Nicholson's side in 3 games. They lost 3 games against Clermont Foot, you know. So I was even looking at that game like I was still having hope, you know, can they get that game? Because I think Metz did I play Strasbourg, and I think Lorient, I don't remember what team Lorient they play, but everyone dropped points. So it was just them to win that game at home against Lyon, and then they will play the last game against a relegation team, Lorient. So they could have even fight themselves and get into the playoffs. But look, Shaman Nicholson in 2021, he have signed a deal, with Spartak Moscow. You have next summer his contract will be coming to an end. But I just don't want to see this player, back in Russia. Even though when you look at it, the coach that really push him out, this young coach is 35 years old, I think 36. Ascobal, a young coach that came up through the La Masia system, he got sacked because they lost a game, I think 6 or 7 match days ago against Sochi. Yeah, against Sochi. 1-0, and the interim coach is the assistant coach, a Bosnian coach, Vladimir. Can't pronounce his last name, but his name is Vladimir. So I'm looking at it, is there's a shot for him at Russia, just go out there, but again, when a team really push you, it's like you kind of lost that love and respect for that coach. Not but the coach, but for the team. But I don't even know if this assistant coach really favored Shaman Nicholson. Is one of his best friends at the club is still there. Victor Moses is still there. But looking at Shaman Nicholson, when you look at how he played at Charleroi in the Belgian Pro League, Shaman needs to play in a team where he's going to find love from the coach, from the players. Shamar is not a player that is like he's a 6'3", 6'4" player. He's not as Zlatan, where he can, where he can produce his own goals, where he can create for himself. Something similar. He loved to drop deep, but Shamar needs to play in a team that's going to create opportunities for him. You understand? And by knowing Shamar, he's a man that missed a lot of opportunities. So a man that 27 at his age, he needs to think really good about the next move. Why? He needs to think really good about the next move. If he fail again in our next club for 2 seasons and haven't been hitting 15 goals in the domestic league wherever he played, the big clubs around Europe not really going to touch him, especially his nationality. They're just not going to touch him. So you see, when he's a reggae boy, you have a lot of disadvantage in Europe that your country flag alone don't give it that bargain for a long time. So you have to make sure the next club he go to, it's going to be a hit, like what he have done at Charleroi and at NK Domzil. Yeah, so hopefully, he can get that move. But I don't think, what I have seen over the last 6 years with Shaman Nicholson until now, I don't think he is that Premier League player where he can start in a Premier League team. Maybe if he's going to get transferred into a Premier League team, more likely he's going to be the facilitator, where he's going to just be the second striker. Like what John Duran is doing for, Aston Villa. Yeah, so he needs to pick his option best, where he's going to get game time, where he's going to be the man up front. It doesn't matter what happened, they're going to stick with him. You understand? So he need to think about his career, because the next move is very crucial. And the next move could be his last big money move. Yeah, because when you hit that 30, 31 as a striker that who haven't produced the goods since for some season now, you're just not going to get that look in unless you have a proper man agent, like a George Mendes that who have links and connection all around. You understand? So yeah, man, let's see where Shaman Nicholson, because that player, link with the Turkish league, you have link with the Bundesliga, you have link with championship team. I remember even Watford, that French coach, he was heavily linked with Shaman Nicholson when he was, when he was time moving to Charleroi, but they favored another striker instead of Shaman Nicholson. The same man that replaced Shaman Nicholson at Charleroi when he left, the same man Watford went to buy, and he was one that produced the goods for Watford in the championship. So let's see. I think he can do a thing in the championship, but again, championship is a smasher hit. Yeah, it's a smasher hit. But if you go into a team like even what Omari Hutchinson have done, a very good solid foundation. Because this is the championship, people. You know, who know football know what I'm talking about. The championship is somewhere where you might drop in it and you just last. So if a coach bringing Shaman Nichols upon a 3-year contract, yeah, because in championship you don't really get 5-year contract unless he's a superstar player. You don't really get 5-year contract. It's 3, and when the lower you drop in the lower tier, it's just 1-year contract, a year and a half, or a year with an option to sign. You know, so you have to really be careful if he's going to pick that championship moment if it comes. You know, but I just want to see, you know, you could probably see him back in the French league. The French league is a league that if he get the opportunity, he can score goals in the French league. You know, you have that physical physiques about him. In the Bundesliga, he will get a lot more space on the ball. You know, the Bundesliga played wide open. Meanwhile, the championship just going to be brutal. Is he ready for that hit on his body? Yeah, one of the most physical second-tier league in the world. You know, but yeah, let's see, you know, what's going to happen in coming months for Shaman Nichols. And I think with a man like him, who that got pushed out by his club in Russia, the World Cup qualifier and the Copa America going to be a big thing for him to perform. Yeah, it's going to be a big thing for him to perform, because especially if in his mind that he don't really want to go back to Russia, he's going to have to put on a show. And I don't want to see Shaman Nichols in the MLS either. You know, so I think that would be a massive step back. A massive step back. So next club, he needs to make that leap to showing that, yo, I can play at a very good level. And, you know, eat a very good food out of European football, you know. But next up is the comparison. You know, Dujan, look, the reason for this, I saw this on a Twitter with, it was an Ecuadorian article on Twitter that it's not an article, but it was like a picture with Kendra Paez, and I was just skimming through the comment, and I saw someone with a Spanish name was comparing who is better, you know, or who is we call it the overall footballer, you know, who is that number one player between them. Kendra Paez, the young Ecuadorian, who's 17 now, or young Dujan Whisper Richards, you know. Kendra Paez have signed a contract with Chelsea. Not fully done it, you know. You have to go through the same procedure that Whisper have done, you know, a year and a half ago. You know, so in 2023, he signed that pre-contract with Chelsea. So next summer, he will be 18, so he will eventually get that professional contract. But people, look, I'm telling you, this player, Kendra Paez, you guys gonna see him. It's because me watch the Copa Libertadores in the South American Champions League. I have seen a lot. I have seen him every time in Independiente del Valle play. I make it a mark that I watch Kendra Paez, because I am hearing a lot of good news about him. And Kendra Paez is the the second youngest behind Diego Armando Maradona to represent his country at such a young age. I think the third is Pele. Yeah? Diego Armando Maradona, man. Yeah? If you have that under your belt, he's the second player behind Diego Armando Maradona. Second youngest behind Armando. Yeah? To represent the national team. That says a lot. Yeah? So Latry, Ecuador national team, he is a generational talent. And the talent that this Ecuadorian football is producing, it's remarkable. Like the next waves of players. Remember when the Antonio Valencia them just coming through? The next waves of players, and the club that is playing for now, Independiente Valle, they have 10 players in that World Cup, in that Ecuador World Cup team in 2022 in that squad that came through their ranks. Yeah, Independiente didn't responsible for Kendrick Paez 100% development. He started out with a few local teams, one of the big guns in Ecuadorian football, Barcelona SC, one of the biggest, they will say that one of the biggest club, and I think he went to Emelec. So he's a very good young player. But when you're talking about a midfielder who have not like he's big, but he's around 5'4", 5'5", but his physical strength, it is remarkable. They comparing him, as how his agility with Lionel Messi and how he get on the ball and move away so quickly from you. Like, you just cannot press him. He is intelligent of reading the game, like of mapping out the space. It's just remarkable as a 15-year-old coming up 2 years later. Everyone knew that he was going to be a top talent. So look over by Dojan Whisper Richards. I think Kendrick went through more development than, Whisper. I think when you look at, I think his game is more complete than a young Dojan Whisper. But Dojan Whisper Richards is an animal. Like, that boy is a bulldozer for his age. At 16, when he was at 16, he was 6'3". 6'3", 16-year-old. Now he's 17, and he's just getting stronger and stronger. But by some of his technical ability, his strength, his technical ability, his long range pass, he can drop deep. He's a very creative player. He's passing in the lanes and he's running in spots, especially when he's playing in that midfield tree, drop wide and then make his way, come back into the midfield behind the player. He's a very intelligent player. So I've seen why a lot of comparison with him and Lionel Messi. Yeah, it's very similar, but you guys will see him. Yeah, man, you guys will see him in the Copa America against us. But one thing though, for a 17-year-old, like, he has such physical strength and such physique that in stamina, they told you that, this player can run for at least 70 to 80 minutes in a game, non-stop, and they have tested him already. This is how he's well developed. So that's why I think his development is way ahead above, Dojan Whisper Richards. But, his club, Independiente, in his 2 seasons as a professional, he started, I think he was at 15 at Independiente in the South American League. He have played 43 games, 10 goals, and 4 assists. He have just 6 games for the Ecuadorian national team and just an assist. So he's going to be that next one of the next wave of talent that's pulling through, from that Ecuadorian system. And before he really move on to go on to start playing professional football, Paez have gone on to play in some tournament when he was at 15. He went to the under-18 team with Independiente, in that Milo Copa. His team hosted that tournament. He went to in Brazil with a tournament that Flamengo hosts, under 16. Then he went to Austria to play in a next generational trophy tournament in that Salzburg system, where he went on to play in the under 20. So he has been playing big boy football for such a 2 years spell, before he really get into the first team of his club team at this moment. So but even when you look at Whisper, he have played against Man City U16, Aston Villa under 18, Crystal Palace under 18, Leicester under 16, Reading under 18, Port Vale under 21, tournaments in Scotland, Belgium, and France. So he have been doing it too. So I just don't know. I understand why people really don't see this player as a future talent and someone that needs to be around the first team, the senior team, the Reggae Boys team at all costs whenever he's available. I just cannot see why people don't see that vision. Look at how Ecuador is bringing, even though this player have got himself in some water in New York, but every young player have that spell about them where they just going to go through that dilemma where they're just going to get into some problem. You understand? Yeah, so Alex Ferguson said, man, you know, if you are good enough, you know, you're old enough to play, you know, so why he shouldn't be in the squad? Kendrick Paez have proven it. He should be in the squad, and he's in the Ecuadorian team. Yeah, he's in the Ecuadorian team, man. So we spot all cast, but people, I'm going to fly up. I'm going to fly the gate right now. I'm going to fly the gate right now. So if you want to shout, that's the number right there. You know, 1 second. Yeah, man. So if you guys want to have your say, yeah, that's the right time to call in. WhatsApp call only on that number. So call in and have your say what you think about what I've been saying from the video just started from Leon Boza, you know, Kendra Paez versus Whisper, you know, where you think will be the next fit for Shaban Nichols, which country you think he should go to and play his club football? Or you want to talk about Reggae Boys? Call in, man, and talk about Reggae Boys. The World Cup campaign is right around the corner. And then it will be Copa America. Yeah? Copa America. I can't wait for this tournament, man. This tournament, I'm so excited seeing the Reggae Boys playing in Copa America. It's the biggest America tournament. What they say, the oldest. So, yeah, just call in and have your and have your say about anything about Jamaican football. But yeah, man, at time now people start rubbish that little thing, man, about Whisper, you know, should be around the team and he needs to develop. Kenji Paez is not a full product that is finished. It's not a finished product. Hendrick is not a so seems like we have our first caller right here. You know, let's check it out. Yeah, man. I think you need to mute the background.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Yeah, Liam did him one call for say something about, you know? Congratulations on him in quest toward the Champion League, you see me?
Yeah.
It's a good thing for him and a good thing for Jamaica, you understand?
Yeah.
As a Jamaican, yeah. So I guess him need to put in some more work, you know. You understand? Him very skillful, and I need to put in some more work, you know, because these leagues got more improvement,
yeah,
more creativity. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, man. Big him up.
How much more level you think him can go?
Well, him can go more, you know. It's just up to him mind, you know.
Yeah.
And what he wants to be.
Yeah.
You understand? Because he's young.
It's 26.
In my mid-20s.
Yeah,
so.
26.
Yeah, him can go more. Him can go a notch more.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Him can go a notch more. Because him knows what I say. To just put in some more work, you know, because a Champion League this now, you understand?
Yeah.
So, and them think they call for more work, more training, more rest too.
More rest, yes.
That's important, you know, more rest.
He's going to play a week in, week out. Like every 3-4 days.
Rest. Yeah. So rest going to be an important factor in the order where I'm going to try to achieve.
No Dali Sunday.
No, none of them things there.
No Dali Sunday.
You know, so Messi and Ronaldo, when they're ready for party, when them done play football, you know.
Yeah, man. And then have them party, them party amongst them family.
Yeah. So, rest is going to be a key factor to him.
Yeah.
Them thing.
Well, I look forward for the World Cup campaign. You know, Dominica Republic and Dominica in next month. You know, are you looking forward to see the team performing in the World Cup? You know, no US, no Canada, no Mexico. Yeah, can we get back on November the 16th, 1997?
Well, we're going to try to get back something different. Because that already. You understand? But to be honest, you know, I look forward to it still, you know. I'm love how the team and play and them to get them back. They're not really together yet still, but So the campaign will come up.
Yeah.
The coach probably can get them get more together. You understand? Because a Spanish team we are dealing with, you know.
Yeah.
So if we even say Mexico a Spanish team, you know, and them Spanish team, you know, them take football serious, you know, matter the name. So the coach have a lot to work for them, and him have time, not enough time, but him have time, can try to get the player them together. We know they're not together all the while, we have to call them in at times, but you must go try to get them on a one order level. You understand? Because them themselves individually want to do it, you know.
Yeah.
So the coach have to put them on a one order level.
Yeah.
You understand? So every man a march to the same beat.
Yeah.
I care which part of the man go on the field, everybody a march to the same beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I look forward to it, you know?
Yeah, man.
I look forward to it.
Big summer coming up. World Cup qualifier and Copa America. Big summer for Reggae Boy football.
Yeah.
You know, and so respect for the call.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
One hard yard, you know?
Yeah, one junglist, you know.
One hard yard, it don't matter. One hard yard the same way.
Yeah, man. One junglist, man. One junglist.
Man. Alright.
Man. So you see, people them say Leon Chippy Bailey can go to the next level. You know, him just have to be a lot more precise in his preparation, and where he's going to work out in his off season and how he's going to take his vacations, and how he's going to prepare himself for whenever he turn up to support, whenever he come on to put on this jersey, You see, people, you see this. It's in a football, since we are talking about Leon, see in a football, if this badge can motivate as a player, you're not ready for football. Me not think when it comes on to certain aspect, a coach should be motivating players to come and say, look, man, you have to put in work, you have to be commitment. No, I don't think no coach fair tell a player about commitment. I don't think someone coach, in job is to coach, but when you're talking about working hard, do the extra miles, for your club and your country. But I'm saying, you see, this is special. This is special to every player in the world. You realize some big player play for the national team, them kiss this because it is special. So let's hear what this caller have to say. We have a next caller that, I think I lost them, but let's call back the caller. I think I lost them. Come on, caller. Answer the phone, man. Nika, the media house a call. Yes, welcome to Nika, the media house. The Reggae Boy talk.
Hello?
Yeah.
Big up yourself, Nika, the media.
Yeah, you have to mute your background.
Eh?
You have to mute your background.
Big up yourself, Nika, the media.
Yeah, man. What you want to talk about?
The 2 cents.
You want to talk about the 2 cents?
Right now, everybody has to go and support the Reggae Boys now. Where's their home? Mexico, USA, Canada.
Yeah. And US, Mexico, and Canada.
And
USA,
USA, them done qualify already, so everybody have to go out, because the Reggae Boy are going to beat all of them teams then for them zone,
Yeah.
So everybody needs to go out and just support the Reggae Boys to the max.
Yeah. When, like, 98, I don't know if you remember about 98, but what was it like, though, to know that the country, the national team have gone to their first ever World Cup? What was that like to living in Jamaica, 97?
Them came there, I put on my reggae top and go on Maxfield Avenue and bands and all those things.
Yeah.
Be excitement.
Be excitement.
Excitement from Maxfield Avenue. whistle, gunshot, you hear clappers, you hear all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Hot cover, everything you hear.
Yeah, man.
At that time.
Yeah, man. You think the coach will bring back Leon Bailey in our team?
Yeah, man. I love watching.
Yeah, man. I people them. I fan favorite, man. I people them.
Yeah.
Player, man. You know, you can pull at least 5 more extra people and see them coming next month. You know, so let's see what the coach are gonna do. So big up yourself.
Big up yourself.
The people them want to see Leon Chippy Bailey back in the team. Understand? The people them want to see Leon back in the team. I'm telling you. Yeah, I remember, you know, my father used to tell me the story of the Black Pearl. Yeah, when people have a black road to make sure it's a Black Pearl in the World Cup squad. Else, may I tell you, I think that plane they could have lift up from Jamaica, the air Jamaica. Yeah, man. So Leon Bailey, man, should be in the team at all costs. So come out and support the Reggae Boys. It's crucial. Yeah, it's very crucial, people supporting the Reggae Boys. It's very crucial, man. Because when you look around, CONCACAF, Guatemala, Honduras, I'm not talking about the 3 big guns in CONCACAF. Panama, Costa Rica, these teams, they get massive support whenever they're playing at home. And it's not like it has to be in the final round. No, it's not have to be in the final round after qualifier. Yeah, it's not have to be in the final round, but you know, we have our next 9. Yeah, man. Welcome to Nicaragua Media House, man. Reggae Boy Talk.
Welcome, King. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What's your part when I say Mexico, US and Canada?
Yeah.
In reality, them are stumbling block over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And if we now have to face them, I think it can be easier for Jamaica, but I just wait for work on our thing.
Preparation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, preparation. It's a massive. You think tell the people them to turn out and come watch the game at the National Stadium June 6th.
Yeah. I support you say, you know.
Yeah.
Each one help one down.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah, man. They think about I'm asking about, you know, the player that who many people thinking about if he's going to get included in the World Cup squad for June 6th, Leon Bailey.
Leon Bailey. He have to just work on him surrounding, him health.
Yeah.
Less partying and focus.
Yeah.
If your surroundings have a lot to do with you.
Yeah.
In your lifetime.
Yeah.
And in your career.
Yeah.
And if you not change up that, what can I say?
Yeah. Yeah.
I look seriously, you know, but he have to work on himself. Me can't work on it for him. I have to work on it.
Yeah.
You see me?
He's a massive part to this team, especially we're going to play in the Copa America
Definitely.
against Mexico.
To me, if I'm not upon it, I never feel please.
Yeah, massive.
And we need him.
This coming like the Black Pearl trying to get back into the Reggae Boy team.
Most definitely. It's like deja vu.
Yeah, man. You know, look, players have made mistakes over the years. Yeah. Even look at 17-year-old.
It's a part of learning too.
Yes, it's a part of the learning curve. So, you know, hope the Federation and Coach Al Grimson can really get together. Craig Butler, whoever it takes to get him back, we need him back. And I don't want anybody to come and say, yo, we should not. No, Leon Bailey is the player. He's one of the best players. Look at his farm. This is his best farmer in life.
Definitely, yeah, for real.
You know, a farmer in life, you know, he's helped Aston Villa qualify for the Champions League. How much?
And then again, as a yard man, they have to bless him up for that too.
Yeah.
You know, as a yard man stepping up the Champions League, and I feel good about it.
Yeah. He have that next level. I feel like he have that next level in him.
Yeah, him do have it.
Yeah.
I have to just focus. That's the key for him right about now.
Yeah, so, you know, he have one more game on Sunday against Crystal Palace. So after that, let's see what's going to take place between Chippy. I think he's fully focused now. Same way, even though Aston Villa qualified, but he's just taking it a game at a time. So when there is no more club football for Aston Villa, let's see what's going to happen. You know, the focus going to shift to, you know, the black, green, and gold. So big up yourself.
Definitely. I think it's going to be there, without a doubt.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man.
Best of yourself, King.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah.
So the people them want to see Chippy. Yeah, people them want to see Chippy because people understand it's a fan favorite El Pool supporters, you know. Fan favorite El Pool supporters, because I even remember a few, I think it was last year or year before, I think it was right after we start get back fans in the stadium. You know, Leon alone, full up couple bus up a cassava piece and people come a match. You understand? So things like that, and people across the island, people who live in the diaspora, who's a big Leon Bailey fan, will fly down, and that will help bring revenue to the country, yeah, and also the football federation, because they will be purchasing a ticket. You understand? So Leon Bailey is that go-to guy. He's that player, that the pioneer of Phoenix football. We're still waiting for that run of farm for the black, green, and gold. We're still awaiting for that, Chippy. If you think we forget about that, you know, we're still awaiting for that. Yeah, we're still awaiting for that run of farm for the black, green, and gold. And look, this is the best time to show it. Qualifying for the Champions League, your best ever domestic season for your club. Yeah? So, World Cup qualifier, Copa America, no other place. I think when you look at international football for him and where he can play international tournament, Copa America is the second biggest tournament behind the World Cup in terms of tournament that he can play in for Reggae Boys. Yeah? So, he needs to really get himself in order. So, yeah, he can really produce what it is. Yeah? So, you know, Jackie, the people them are calling and the people them are say, they want to see him because he's the best player. And also, the pundits and the journalists, yeah, around at the Americas area, they have said it. Jamaica Football Federation should get Leon Bailey in the team at all costs, because the Reggae Boys team and the squad itself, this is the best squad we have ever put together in terms of where players playing. Yeah? So if we can help to get one of our talisman, we understand that, look, he's on a bad runner farm. You know, I understand saying about bad runner farm, but we just have to work with it, you know. Let's see it. Hello?
Big up yourself, my grandson. Me like how you gone.
Wow,
Big up.
this just make my day. 2 days after Mother's Day, my grandma is calling.
Big up yourself, my grandson. Me like how you gone.
Wow,
Big
this is just heartwarming. 2 days after Mother's Day, my grandma is calling my program. Wow, this is something that I dream about, you know, getting the support from your family. This is what the caller previously was talking about, your surrounding that can help motivate you. But Mama, I know you're not a really sports woman, but you remember what happened in 1997 when the Reggae Boys qualified?
Yes.
What was that like to live in Jamaica?
Mm-hmm.
What was that like, though, Mama, to live in Jamaica, you know, when the Reggae Boys qualified for their first World Cup?
Like to live in Jamaica. Yeah,
Good. Big up yourself.
Big up.
Nice.
Big up.
That's so heartwarming, people.
Me love it, man. Big up yourself.
2 days after Mother's Day, my grandma is calling to the program. Wow. Bless up yourself. Give thanks. 2 days after Mother's Day, my grandma is calling. You see? That's what I think when I get to the next call. Hold on. Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Yeah. Welcome. Yep. Yeah, man, you have to mute your background.
Okay.
People, when you're calling us, remember to mute the background, please. Yeah, man, you're good now. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Just two. Just give me your opinion. Who you think will like a newcomer I go try and do the boy? Who you think? Who you have in mind?
All right. You see the Canada game. One player that did supposed to join, but I think things never really ready as it. And I saw him in the stadium when I went to Kingston. Was Andy Cole's son, Devante Cole. That's and I think he's a very good striker. He have that physics like our two boys, Mikel and Boza. Someone that even though he's 6'3", 6'2", he's different from both players. Boza will drop deep and link up play with the midfield. Mikel Antonio will be that Mikel Antonio, like his physical strength with ball over the top. But with Devante Cole, he's a poacher. He's a shark in the box. Even though his second half of his spell in the League One with Barnsley, he not really do much. They got knocked out in the playoff against Bolton. But his time in August and in December, he have a wonderful season. But I just feel like he's that only player I think, might be around the team because he traveled also to Canada. So if you have a player like that and the coach invite him to be around the team, he's close. He's very close than anyone else. All of the names them that really are called. Next question. Hello? Hello, Carla? Think lost the Carla, Think I have lost the Carla. Call about the show, Carla. Someone was also calling, let me call him, but God, see if I could get, but I lost that Carla. Hello, welcome to Reggae Boys Talk. You call me out.
Yeah, you hear me clear?
Yeah, man, me I hear clear and loud, man.
Yeah, man, just go and put in the work, man, and build up the channel, man. You don't know.
Yeah.
But Dan. Yeah, man.
Hold on. You kinda, me don't know where you are shuffle up something.
Yeah, you hear me good now?
Me I hear but I just look at shuffling me I hear. Me don't know what me I hear.
Still like, I'm having
Go on again. Hello? Your audio sound good, but that look at shuffling them. I'm gonna call him. Yo, you hear me now?
Good now?
Yeah, man. Go on, rude boy. Touch it.
Yeah, man, I say, yo, bro, like where you are, bro.
Yeah, man, that's a respect.
Channel, bro, it do good for the Reggae Boys thing, bro. You see me?
Yeah.
You need at least 2 more channels.
Yeah.
And we'll do them thing, yeah, bro.
Yeah, you say like the positive talk.
Yeah, brother, like with the football talking, brother, Jamaica thing, bro, like it build back a vibes on the net, bro.
Yeah.
So people can connect to.
Yeah.
You see me? So with Ryan and the other channel, they want to do a greatness.
Yeah, man.
You see me? For the younger generation in forward, just.
Yeah, cause 98 never have this, 98 never have that connection upon the internet, cause that never did exist, So no, I think this are the next thing where we need to capitalize on locally and the diaspora.
Yeah, man, all the channel reach far, you see me? So
yeah.
But the whole of the man them reach all the World Cup.
Yeah.
On regard the World Cup. So all of the media man them after yet, I think they could go in the World Cup, bro.
Media pass. Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
It will happen. Trust me, it will happen.
Yeah, man. So go and put it over, bro.
Yeah, you know, me always respect your reasoning ability. You know, I just feel like when I watch the program them hear because when I said Dan, remember, like, you know, always hear for Ryan program, you know, so I like your reason ability. You know that you reason the thing as how it's supposed to reason, bro. You know, have that whole heap of negativity. If you criticize something, you can see the positive of wanting that individual or that issue or that situation to be solved. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, just like we important in the space where I do this, you as a caller were bringing that energy as well important.
Yeah, bro, that's my thing, bro. Cause you pants up Ryan show, bro, where someone Monday me come with by vibes.
Yeah.
Me not like it. Cause you have other people just like how your grandmother called a while ago.
Yeah.
Me have all the auntie and people where my mother watch Ryan show.
See.
You see me?
Yeah.
Me make sure start watch it and listen what go on.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
just to get to love the show. So when certain people come with bad vibes and bad energy, it kind of disrupt the show in a way. You know, Ryan have a different type of character about.
Yeah.
You see me? You get him off certain way. So me like see when the show go good, like on Monday start some positive thing and no look how negative come break the vibe.
Yeah.
I break the conversation, bro.
Yeah.
You see me? Cause other people watch it. Just because of therapy. People just come watch the show and listen or they want to listen to somebody, brother.
Yeah.
You see me? Because they might feed off your energy or somebody will call you energy. Them just want to listen to something new, bro. Like, them ears want to open up to something different. They want to learn something different. You have some youth may able come on the channel, they just want to learn something and grasp on something in the football. You see me?
Yeah.
Just for the entertainment alone and just learning and people want that. They want something new to consume.
Yeah.
You see, so that's one I think with the channel, you know.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah,
major thing and when people come to learn, listen something new.
Listen something and then can learn from it.
Learn from it, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Another thing.
What do you think though, looking ahead of the game, June 6 and June 9, you know, the World Cup qualifying, also looking ahead of the Copa America. What's your thoughts on the World Cup qualifier campaign?
What do you think right now?
Yeah.
What we can say with the team, I think we need an next striker. It's all games we need to get either Andre who come in as a striker. We
have the depth of quality.
Yeah, brother. We not the aggressiveness up there, brother.
Yeah.
Even the last Panama match, we compromise and see with the team.
Yeah.
But we still think we could have put up something more up front.
Yeah.
We're more aggressive, brother.
Yeah.
And I think I'll agree with you need for work on the counters. Since we have to go to 5 back and think you need to work on the counters, then like we can snap it as we get the ball. So we are low block and we just get the ball with it. And we put them in some training session, brother, where them for us always ready for go.
One pass can break a 2-3 line.
Yeah, bro.
It's like how the Leverkusen team play.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Aggressive. Not just like kick down man, but aggressive with the ball.
Alright. Say no team will win by the ball, or either midfield or one of the wing back them win the ball or so. But for the striker them to ready and run and make the forward runs them.
Yeah.
Like quick. Them things that can push by the team them, brother. Like if you move slow with it, the team them are already organized in defense.
Yeah.
You see me? You want to create the chaos. You see me? So when you create the confusion up there up top, bro, it's like the team them are going to fear you too.
Yeah, man.
You get what I say?
Yeah.
And me I say a thing over the challenge. Me I say, you know, if if you ever use a 5 back, bro, I could use Boza as a striker. But I need a man that can hold the ball.
Yeah, because Boza kind of, hold on to the ball properly,
Yeah, bro, I'm certain. Even that game,
I'm not bashing him a good striker, you know, bro. But we Jamaican player, our teams set up.
Yeah.
But I just think him would have fit the system.
Like him are the only option we have. We just have to facilitate players around him. So when he get the ball, the players is like 5, no more than 10 yards away from him, so he can make an easy wall pass to them. So it can be a little bit more proactive.
And then again, when I analyze him game, Boza game, in a way, you see some little touches, bro, him not have them touch them, bro. Sometimes him get some breakaway for break.
Yeah.
When he could pass the ball, anyway, him have that. I mean, but just the way them train. And me have that thing there, bro. In the first half of the Panama game, who could have slapped in 4.
Yeah.
4 goal by just a simple decision.
Yeah.
Or good passing. But you don't really have that in the game.
You know, we have to give him the opportunity to see because him scored the most goal for us last year, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, so he might have something in him, you know, but he might forgot to unlock that.
But if you want to unlock something different in a team, I think you go want the team play better. I don't think him is the man up there. I'm telling you. He may even score a lot of goal for we and thing, bro, that year.
Yeah.
But I just see Boza really at that nearly off the bench striker.
Yeah.
Come off of the bench and come do something.
You will have that odd game where you really need him sometime to start still, you know, because what he has present when he was in Belgium Pro League at Charleroi, he showed that he can do it, but you know the farm he's in now, bro, him fall off way behind, bro. Way behind, bro.
And I'm thinking he may Boza put on enough more weight.
Yeah, bro, you know, it's not that. He was a lot more quick around the grounds.
Boza get look a bit slower. You see me?
Yeah.
He never is so big, but a good striker, brother.
Yeah, man.
Good striker. You see, nobody have a good midfield who can carry the ball. They have 2 number 8 up there. Or 2 number 8 in the midfield who can carry the ball and Boza alone there.
Yeah.
I tell you, he could have seen in that team. But with the Copa and the whole team still, Algrimson need to put that team in a training session when they go through some trauma, bro. Like, you have to put them through a real training session, brother.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before the game, June, brother.
Yeah. Against Mexico. Yeah.
A good training thing when we are counter attack. You see me? When we win back that ball there, I will fight and win back the ball. Players have to move forward. Quick.
I'm
not to see that with the team, brother.
Yeah.
And we have the quality to do it, bro.
Yeah, we have the quality. We have the quality to do it. Look at the player them.
The quality is there, but the strategy, bro.
So it's all about the coach.
And them need to get it. And with a damn rep team, you know, how we are going to play? We're going to face off. We're going to face off them at home.
Low block.
I need to see. I don't want to see no low block, bro.
No, them are going to play a low block.
That team is a low block team.
Yeah, them are going to come at the national office and play a high tempo game. They might do it in bits and parts, but they're going to sit most of the time behind the ball. That's what I feel. You still there? Carly, you there, see me? Yeah, I hear.
Yeah, I see you. Bobby read them about a lot. I hear feedback.
Eh?
I hear feedback.
I don't know what kind of feedback that.
From you?
I don't know. I not hear it. You hear it, see me?
Yeah, I hear it.
I don't know. I not get that feedback then. I don't know. I not probably I hear you at a distance, you know.
At a distance.
Yeah, are you it's like something in the background. I hear something in the background from you.
You them on speaker?
Eh?
Them on speaker?
No, you did to the phone there to the mic.
Okay, well, you hear what from people?
Continue.
Yeah, I see your Bobby.
Yeah.
Have a lot of quality. We want to see where you can do the midfield.
Yeah.
I want to have so clear in our midfield. You see me?
Yeah, you know, so it's a call, knock out the connection of the car, just something.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can't.
Yeah, that knock. Yeah. Alright, bless up yourself. Bless up yourself. Call about the people when they are called, so. Him get a call and it mess up the feed a while ago. Yes, hello. Yeah.
Me call you live.
Yeah, you call me live.
Yeah.
You know, what you think about Reggae Boy football?
What I think about Reggae Boy football? Wait, I don't know anything about football. We just want to pick you up. I don't know anything about football.
Hey,
I know that.
JFF, Jamaica Football Federation, hey, people, listen to the caller. I always borrow that time. I name a borrow. You know, say, JFF need a team doctor. I need someone for the job. Then you can do that?
Of course. All them have to do a link me up.
Alright.
I'm available.
Alright. Yeah, they need a bigger backroom staff because they have some loads of games coming up and the player them need massage and you know all of that.
I got strong arms. And you know that I love my job, so I'll do whatever it takes to make my players okay.
Okay, people is a nurse at a call, so whenever can get the connection to be one of the team doctor for the Jamaica Football Federation. But yeah, man, bless up yourself.
Pick up yourself.
Alright.
Program and thing.
Man, nice.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bye.
So people, that is a nurse. Yeah, she's a nurse. Also I think this is a call I'm waiting for. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah, man, me I hear you now. Where they ask about Bobby they cover it.
Yeah, man, Bobby is a quality baller, brother.
Yeah.
You know, they are watching the last game, bro. Like some combinations are one touch.
Yeah.
Like some one move ball game, bro. I'm sitting man there in the midfield and play, bro. Like me say him have that quality there, brother. If Algims just use him for us get the ball and control him, he could even play a good 6-year-old, brother. If you walk up on certain team.
Yeah, maybe a double play for 6.
Yeah. Abby.
He's a utility man, you know, so I don't really would say, you know, I would wrong upon that. He's a utility man. It can work, but how the system is set around him.
Oh, it's going to set around him? I think that if you play the 5 back.
No, because I say, you know, Bobby Reed at 6, so I say, you know, that's one of the most least playable formation on the pitch in the midfield, you know, so if you're going to play Bobby Reed as 6, I'm not going to tell you say he can't because he's a very good utility player, but you're going to need someone beside of him that can also do a job to complement him as a player. Remember, that is not that strong in that area, so you're going to need that extra man that's going to complement.
That could be honest, bro.
They're honest with his energy.
And this right in the midfield. If I play the 5, I would use low right up there. If I go play the 5, if I go play the 5, I would use low there. Roll off, go back, roll off the back. Because when you get by the ball, low, you will slow up the play them for going up top. You see me with him passing ability and maybe the vision.
Yeah.
He might maybe have a vision, but he can't execute the pass well or quick enough to deal with it. You see me? If you ever play that 5-3-2.
Yeah. Since they're up on the midfield, let me tell you that comment here, you know, Avis Williams said, you know, Ecuador have Caicedo, you know, Mexico have Alvarez, yeah, without a dominant midfield general. How do you see our chance of advancing out of the group?
Oh, see our chance?
Yeah, because Caicedo is a 6, Alvarez is a 6, yeah. Also Venezuela have Yangel Herrera.
Well, all me see, bro, you see I don't think the quick counter. And we have to go play, we have to can knock the ball as well, bro. Like, we have to can hold on for the ball, if we don't win it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see we lose the ball same time as we win it. I want to see we can have the ball and push back team.
Yeah, because a lot of time when we get the ball, you know, we're tired.
Yeah, brother. Like, we have to keep the ball in, brother. That's why I say Bobby as a man now. If you there in a pivot area there, because when I use Bobby down in there so in the pivot and but Casey Palmer come, but think Casey that play the 10.
Yeah.
You see me? But Bobby Reed him have more awareness to him game in a way and more control.
Yeah. Like, trust me. You remember that
game?
You remember that game that we played in the Azteca when the first competitive game for Albertson when we drew 2-2?
You know, which game?
The Nations League game against Mexico in the Azteca.
Oh yeah, remember that game.
Bobby Reed played that. Yes. You know, but not just coming from way up, but his position awareness in the midfield was really
like,
good.
But I tell you, Liverpool are my team, you know. Bobby Reed, him kind of have that look Elliot role in line, bro.
Yeah.
Or him have a look at total McAllister in line, brother. Where him have the brain feet, brother. When I see you, him have in a game. Him have the brains.
Yeah.
You see me? Him have the brains. But him anyhow him play that deep role and just control the ball and control the game.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, Jamaica would have played better. Because you don't necessarily need a man who go work.
No, you don't really necessarily need that all the time.
You need somebody who can control the game. Is it just, I see how Daniel Johnson play?
Yeah, DJ, yeah.
When you dip on the ball?
Yeah.
Bobby have all of that.
Yeah, I'm probably better.
Yeah, better, more quicker, more aware than him.
Yeah.
Bobby have all of that in him. And defending wise, me see Bobby have it, bro.
Yeah.
Me see but the man fit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, man, you are 31-year-old, 31 in fit, man, for true, man.
The man fit for a 30-year-old, bro.
Yo, are the most consistent player since 2019, you know?
Bro, the man fit, brother. I watch him in the Panama game, brother. I watch him, I see how that you. Yo, the man, him have it.
Yeah, man.
The ball name half started that white game, brother.
Yeah.
You see him?
Yeah.
Him willing to run back. Him willing to do a lot of things, cover grounds on the field. You see me?
Yeah.
But he just need back a next a man with the brains again on the field with him. One man alone can't do everything on the field.
True. Yeah. It's a team game.
Man, we have the brains. We can do the talking. We can control a part of the game. You see,
yeah.
My real formation that I use the team in a 4-3-3. Yeah, that's what you was saying. 4-3-3.
I think the team, that formation is not bad, but I will use that against a lesser competitive opponent. Yeah, like a Danrep team. You know, I don't want to see them in my midfield against Dominican Republic. Yeah, I don't want to. But when you're talking about a game like Ecuador, you know, Mexico, a game it's going to be a midfield battle. You're going to need him to bring that extra energy because I don't think we have that extra energy in the midfield. That someone that can go dead out upon the pitch for them players. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I think him bring that physique to the midfield that, you know, just like how it happened in the Canada second half and in the Panama game also. him bring that extra drive. You get what I saying? It feed off to the rest of the players.
Yeah.
And people for realize, Ethan Pinnock didn't even turn up for the Nations League, So that will give us something different in the back as well. An extra insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
And but even Lati body here, bro, and give me some, bro, man, in Lati body here.
Yeah.
I never to rate him in the midfield.
Yeah, I never.
I see the chance him when
yeah.
I see when they got the back five. And the look a chance him when get to just push up.
Yeah, it's like I look at both roll, jump in the midfield and jump back into the defensive line.
Yeah, bro, like him do some work there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how him look good, bro. You see me? Him look good when him can really go forward with the ball. Also the turning thing and I in that, bro.
Yeah.
You see me? I have to really control the game in a way when with the ball, he not have that in the midfield.
Yeah.
See me?
Yeah, man.
And with 5 I analyze too, that's what they need to say this. Like with Gray now, in the Panama game, I analyze 5 back and 5-3-2.
Yeah.
I never see Gray that much in that game because of the formation.
Yeah.
Me as a man, when Gray, I like see Gray with the ball. Me that like to have Gray come down deep and I get the ball in for the peak. I use that kind of brother I can dribble the ball well.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll give him to pick up that as yet. You're going to need a dribble at them.
You're going to need the left back for overlap so it can create room for him to come inside and, probably have that extra option on the outside left.
Yeah, then that will happen. But in the up them out of the game most of the time, bro.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I see him with the ball. I say, oh, joke this. But at least more secure with the ball.
How you like the tree at the back door with Thomas Christensen, the Panama team, with Farhado as the number 9, Ishmael Diaz, and I think Rodriguez as the 2 man that play behind Farhado. They play that system. I think they have mastered that now. And I think out of all the teams that in CONCACAF that's in the Copa America, I think Panama have a very strong chance of making it far because they have the US, they have Bolivia, and they have Uruguay. You understand? And I think Panama will beat Bolivia, and they can beat the US team. And a Bielsa team, you just don't know what you're going to get from a Bielsa team. With Panama played such energy. You remember the Leeds team that was in the Premier League, Bielsa? Look at how they played. Open up. That's what you're going to get. And I think when you play Panama that way, you're just selling yourself. You did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you hear him say a while ago, right?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Man.
But your background is so nice still, but big up yourself, man. You can touch him back in the next slide, but big up yourself. Respect for the support. You get me? I said that, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very important, that tree at the back is a very sensitive formation to play. That you now want to play those system when I think Akala was calling. Let me see if I could get him back. Hold on the call. On call, then I call me at first. Let me see if me get him. I get her. I don't know who it was. But yeah, I think that. Hello? You're live. Nicola Meadows. You was calling at the first?
Oh, I'm live now.
Yeah, you're live now.
Yes. What I was saying, the question was asking.
You asked one question and I answered that already.
Yes, and the other question I was asking, what you think about Dujan Sterling?
Okay, so I think he's a Bobby Reed. So when I'm nice that the background.
Okay, go.
Yeah, so Dujan Sterling, a very good player that can play at right back, anywhere in that back 4 or back 3, he can play that, have a supporting left center half or right center half, to a defense, to a backline 3. But I think he will bring a lot of competition to Dexter at the right back, and he will bring that extra quality.
The reason why I asked, I watched the derby between Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you something, man. He was a standout.
Yeah, you see that energy in the midfield.
I don't know if you watch it.
No, I watch it.
You know?
Yeah.
Nothing don't pass.
Yeah.
Everything, you know?
Yeah.
So, I want to find out from you, because maybe you're watching more than me.
Yeah.
Understand about what I like to find out from you. Is that the only position he played? Because I think he was playing defense at that time, center or something like that.
No, so Celtic have played him in three different or four different in different positions. You have played left back for Rangers. I mean, you have played right back. You have played as an 8 box to box, and you have played up there on the right wing for Rangers. He's a very utility player. You understand? Very utility player. So, when I'm speaking, you can just mute your background so you get that feedback, cause you know what I say. So when I'm talking, you just mute your background. So he's a very good player, and I think he will add that extra quality in the midfield also, because when you're talking about energy, energy in terms of going to play an Ecuador team, Mexico, they feed off their midfield energy. So if you have players that can break up their sparks and let it be smoke, you have a higher percentage of getting in a round. You get what I say? So I don't think we have a lot of athleticism in that midfield. Maybe we have a Joe Latabody, but he's not stable. He shy away from the ball too much, so you would really count on him. We have Nana, fine. DJ is 31, about to do 32. He's not that athletic. DJ is a player that if you give him the ball at the feet, he can do damage, but recovery is not that best. Players are going to run around, so you have to facilitate players around him. Bobby Reed, as what Dan was saying, his energy, his position awareness, his calmness on the ball. So we have a few, and then Kara Anderson, but yet I'm waiting on Alvarez to really unleash Kara Anderson into the squad, because I think we have a midfielder in him that's going to play, for us in the next 10, 15 years from now. I'm telling you, he has such quality. He has Premier League quality in him. The potential is there. So, midfield, he will bring and add something different, but where I would love him to play to, the right back, because when you look at the right back, we don't have much quality there. We have Javian Brown, we have Tavon Gray from NYFC. Tavon Gray have yet to prove himself at the international level. Javian Brown have shown us that he have a lot of weakness, and when we played against quality opponent, when Javian Brown is playing, he is making a lot of mistakes, and we don't want that at this level. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go ahead.
All right. What the question I want to ask? All right. If you're going to use Dujan Sterling in the CDM position, is it a choice that, for example, then you'll play a better CDM than Damian?
Yeah. I think he's a more of a baller in that midfield than a Damian.
So where would you use Damian though then?
He's going to. He's going. That's where he's going to have to play. Look, you see a player like Nana. He's a very good player for our system. You see his commitment. You need that in the team. You need that. You understand? You need that. And look, when you have a Pinnock, and Nana Low can play at one time, that's loads of experience. You understand? Deshaun Bernard, this is like a player that he loves to play as a defender, but he always wants to make that 1 and 2 extra step into the midfield, where even that Mexico game in the semi-final in the World Cup, look what he have done. He gave away a goal there. So you have players that can rotate, but look, nothing better than having headache for the coach with selections. It's good. This is international football. We need it, because when you look what is happening right now, 2 games in the World Cup qualifier, then we're going to have 3 massive games couple weeks after. You get what I'm saying? So Mexico going to drain a lot of energy from us, and then our next game after Mexico will be Ecuador, and that game we can get stifled in that game in terms of energy and intensity. Because Ecuadorian team is young and vibrant. They're fresh. This is a new wave of players that are coming in. You understand? So, yeah.
Yeah, man, I understand.
Yeah. But he will be a great addition to the team, though.
Yeah. So, how about the forward position? Because, honestly, I don't see where we have a forward there.
Yeah.
A centre forward at least, we play a number 10 role. I think that is missing from the squad. So, who I don't know, who the next person you have can fit in that position.
All right.
That number 10 role.
All right. I feel like, as I said, it's Omar Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Him have that. Guys, look, when you look, say Omar Hutchinson have more shots towards the goal than Leon Bailey. Omar Hutchinson, yeah, you see one of the only facets Leon Bailey have beaten Omar Hutchinson in terms of statistics is the creativity. In terms of, create from the wing and with his dribbling. But it's every other facets of the game. The goal that he has scored to help, I've said this numerous times on this platform, the goal that he has scored against Huddersfield to help get the team promotion to the Premier League. That goal that he picked up the ball from slightly the left-hand channel for Ipswich and kind of go a little invert more into the midfield to the right and then shift back the ball on his body. Yeah, to the left-hand side with his, not his favorable foot, but he kick with both feet well. So you see how his positional awareness and how he can pick up the ball and he can drive. He gave me that option where looking at it, he is, I think the color kind of reconnect. But yeah, Omar just give me that extra bit of a number 10 more than anyone else in the team. He will give us that, but Carla reconnect, I don't know where I'm going. I think the Carla kind of drop off our planet, But Carla, I forgot run leave in the cars. Yeah. I get the next call. But yeah, Omar Hutchinson is one of that player way. May I tell you, if the coach knows to use him, he will be a deadly force in that midfield. And you want him to be playing against hello? Hello? You're live. I don't know. But, he can bring that extra bit of quality in the midfield. We have two players that will always start. And I think Omar Hutchinson come in this team. All right, hello? Hello? I'm live. Wrong timing, son. So yeah, you bring that extra bit of quality, man, in that midfield. I don't think we have anyone close to Omar Hutchinson playing that number 10 role. When he played for in Ipswich, he always come in and play that inverted. Always. Yeah. Travis said Bailey no need security if Kolo and Blake Boza them great. Bobby Pinnock and Tony need security too. Yo, this security business, brother, it's 50-50, man. It's 50-50. Let's answer some of them more people. Father Bling, yeah, bless up, Father Bling. One guy that said 3-2-3-2 at the formation, them song play. Yo, this is funny. 3-2-3. That is funny. That is for the one, but people really appreciate the vibes, man. Really appreciate the vibe, yeah. Really appreciate the vibe that you guys bring, but I don't understand this to one Gaza, but 3-2-3-2, that is the formation them sound play. Darren Daly said, where is Boza being linked to? So look. So I have I link somebody, we're close to the player, but it's keeping tightly. Yeah, it's very tight. No one is really leaking the information as yet, but all I get is that when he finished in League for Claremont. I think his last game is coming up on the weekend. I don't know what went wrong for him. I was trying to find out, but I think he was missing off the scene. Yeah, for that game. I don't remember who they play. I think Leon, but yeah, so when you're talking about Link, I don't know about Link. Yeah. So what I was saying earlier, his options were the Turkish league at one point in the summer, the championship. Also, a little interest was in Belgium as well, but nothing as yet, show is concrete connection of where he's going to go. But we were just chatting about, one of the best league that, he should be in. Or another thing that his next step in his career is vital. It's very vital because he's not getting younger. He's getting that age where he's going to need to get that playing time and be that man again. So, Travis, I agree with you. Bailey needs no security more than Gray and Pinnock and the other members. Skyward skirt boss. Skywards, big up yourself, with the love Bailey being there. But if him think him bigger than the team, then him can stay. I agree with that. Any man decide that or claims that him bigger than the country or the team itself or the squad or whatever, or if him bigger than the bench or if him bigger than the starting lineup, we don't need that. We don't need that kind of thinking around the team. We need people that are going to fight as one and unite. You get what I say? But people, look, like up the video, yeah? Like up the video. If you don't like, if you're new, you know what to do, man. If you're new, smash that subscribe button. Yeah? We're coming to an end. Coming to an end of the video. It's gone over the 2-hour mark now. Yeah? So I really appreciate everyone that's tuning in right now. Diaspora and locally. Yeah? So just waiting, giving probably the next 2-3 minutes to see if I'm going to get a next call. See if anyone want to say anything. But yeah, I'm waiting for that last call. One more for the road. One more for the road. Who willing to call in and have their say about the Reggae Boys? Any players? One more for the road. One and go. One and go, people. Half a tree crossroad. Yeah? One and go left. But yeah, man, it's going to look. I'm already getting that World Cup fever. I think it is the best thing that's happening with the Reggae Boy group of players in terms of a World Cup qualifier. Yeah, for something that we haven't qualified for over 2 decades. Yeah, we need that game that's going to fire up the man them. Yeah, get them really pump up. To say, yo, we can smash these 2 teams off the park and get that in that happiness, that mojo for the Copa America. And I would probably love, I'm thinking about see if it would possible for our preparation and get out just one friendly game after the 2 World Cup qualifier games. Maybe get a South American teams to play somewhere in that 12, between the 12 and the 18, close to the 22nd or 21st when we play Mexico at NRG Stadium. Probably get that another team to play. But I mean, the two games that we played should get us where we want to be. But one thing though, I think Alf Grimson. If Alf Grimson can pick the pool of players that are going to represent us in the World Cup qualifier and the Copa America once, so you will have that big training camp, right? Don't just pick the players and who you want in the Copa. Pick the players and no, don't just pick the players and who you want for the World Cup qualifier. Yeah, just pick one big pool of players that you're going to unleash your official 23 players for the World Cup qualifier. Yes, but also we're going to need the rest of the players are probably like a 30-man squad, 33-man squad. Like pick everybody that going to take part in the two competitions and let's start to train from before the month start of June. So you have probably around the Champions League is what, May 24th, 6th. So you will have the squad around the 29, the 30 at May, yeah, and then you will have that long training camp where you can get. I think this is the best time Coach Alf Grimson going to get with this Reggae Boy team because he will have so many times on the pitch to prepare this team. Yeah, especially when we play the 6 and the 9, we're going to have like a week and a half before the next game. Yeah. So I don't think we might need a friendly between the qualifiers and the Copa, but get the players in as much as possible on the training ground, yeah, to help prepare, help structure the whole system. You know, so boy, may I tell you, if Al Grimson not find himself playing the type of football Jamaica people need to see because I have time to prepare this team. Yeah, the people them want to see a little bit more positive. Yeah, I think definitely have a video going to chop on that. You know, the importance of Coach Alf Grimson after the World Cup qualifier games, yeah, with those training camps that he's going to have the togetherness. So you need to pick one big squad. Not bother chop and change and some man come for the World Cup qualifier and not train together and then when Copa start, the next man them fly in. We don't want that. Want everybody coming at one time. So the thing can set the real and proper way. But people, it was an amazing show. It was an amazing night. You know, we have little ups and downs. As I said, I'm going to sort out this little Xfinity box here because I don't know what's wrong, man. It's too much of a high power internet plan for it to be given that issue. But yeah, bless up to everyone. You know, I really appreciate everyone in the chat, man. You know, bless up my grandma again, man. She made my day by calling into my show, and then right after, you know, young Nicardo, yeah, I called in daddy. So, you know, going to come off camera and get into the daddy mood right now. So, yeah, man. Let's go out again, now, man, and listen to the Spragga Benz, man. One tear, man. Let's see the Spragga Benz dump, man. Here.
Down. Them for know say the champion and Spragga Benz represent for the Reggae Boys and for know say a big event. In that national stadium, some boy, a little team over there, so them better lay down and play them. I say gonna we a step out with a big star there, man like Demari Gray, large up yourself. You don't know the things there, see it? We them up on a long chat. You don't know, say I slap up them nets like that, you know. Bobby Reed, Boza, man like Damian Lowe, Leon Bailey, the star, them for know. Where they for them, you know? Them better know. We tell them say them bad team over there, so and a bad team over here. So Reggae Boys they over here, so we not afraid of no one. And anything for happen, I go happen. And if it happen, them for know say Reggae Boys, we are the champion. And bad team over there, so them and a bad team over here. So Reggae Boys they over here, so ever ready for the world. Fight you over buckle, any obstacle we tackle. When make we feel threat, no Reggae Boy we score first car. We are not troublemaker, but we are gonna be the fire setter. Any hour that our team prefer, boy.
Pull up, selector. That one the Afro pull up. Hey, Spragga Benz, that sang the bad. Yeah, that sang the bad Spragga Benz. I will touch it one more time. I'm going to full version.
Spragga Benz represent for the Reggae Boys. It's a big event.
Yeah.
In a national stadium, some boy, a little team over there, so them better lay down and play them.
Oh.
I said, we a step out with a big star there. Man like Demari Gray, large up yourself. You don't know the things there, see? We them up on a long chat. You don't know, say I slap up them necks like that, you know? Bobby Reed, Boza, man like Damian Lowe, Leon Bailey, the star, them for know. Where for them, you know? them better know. We tell them say them bad team over there, so and a bad team over here. So reggae boys we over here, so we not afraid of no one. And anything for happen, I go happen. And if it happen, then we know say reggae boys we are the champion. And bad team over there, so them and a bad team over here. So reggae boys we over here, so ever ready for the world. Fight you over battle, any obstacle we tackle. When they feel threat, no reggae boy we score first star. We are not troublemaker, but we are gonna be the fire setter. Many of what that team prefer. Boy full of words like them on newspaper. Reggae boy got gas and the lights are because if why them a look and them a judge and book by the cover because they put them A1 lover. Well, I want thing a team where surely discover say reggae boys, yo, hey, we call acid and dangerous, not a team after that. Reggae boys now got just and we are score first. Merciless and vicious. We now got delay when a goal for boss. Reggae boys they call acid and merciless. Anything we suspect, and we not take no checks, circumspect. Them fi know how we step. We cross anybody line. Reggae boys we are up. Who next to we cripple? Who next to we kill? Who next to go lie? Fight them will who next to we send them go under the ground? Who next to go dead in a national stadium? And who next feel wicked? Who next feel bad? Who next want chat to the team what we have? Who next want see a win? No goal around here we ready. We'll make them come to reggae boys full acid and dangerous. No shut up.
Yo, that song there with Spragga Benz, he go hard on the dub plate there. You know, Spragga Benz go hard on the dub plate the people, but you know, I have to leave when you know, I have to run out of town. Yeah, I have to move you know. So let's put yourself, you know, massive support, guys. Massive, yeah. Really appreciate it. One more Spragga Benz, touch it.
Down! Them for say the champion, and Spragga Benz represent for the reggae boys, and for say a big event. In a national stadium, some boy, a little team over there, so them better lay down and play them. I say, we are step out with a big star there, man like, Demari Gray, large up yourself. You don't know the things there, see it? With them up on a long chat, you don't know, so I slap up them nets like that, you know? Bobby Reed, Boza, man like Damian Lowe, Leon Bailey, the star, them for know. Ready for them, you know? Them better know. We tell them say them bad team over there, so and a bad team over here. So reggae boys we over here, so we not afraid of no one. And anything for happen, I go happen. And if it happen, them fi know say reggae boys we are the champion. And bad team over there, so them and a bad team over here. So reggae boys we over here, so ever ready for the world. Fight you over battle, any obstacle we tackle. When make we feel threat, no reggae boy we score first car. We are not troublemaker, but we are gonna be the fire.